Hello everybody, this is Sonya. I'm in Australia and I am on here now because I am going to do some more bits of my journal, making some ephemera and stuff like that. Now, yesterday we were doing this when I finished my video. The time was for me to go and I'm just going to fix this thing on the tail. Right, now I had a piece of that, this here was stuck here, and I didn't like that, so I took that off. Okay, I took that off, and I've decided I want to make a, because of this is all too much of the green together, I've decided I want to make something that goes like that, and then you've got to tuck into there, righto? So, this is what I'm envisioning for now. Whether I use this green behind here or not's another thing. I haven't decided. Not the green, the cream, because I just wanted it to be not exactly like it's too close to the colour. I suppose it's not too bad, but I thought I might just have a tiny little edge of that around the outside, just to give it a bit of you know, whatever it'll show you where the one starts and the other one finishes. Okay, you notice I've tidied the desk a bit. I did. I do usually do that of a morning, but and then by the time I've finished making a mess, and then I turn the video on, and you end up having to look at all the stuff everywhere. So I'm just going to cut this to be a tiny bit bigger. I'll glue that on there. Now hang on a minute. I'm only going to put glue. Right, so if we want to have it so it opens up like that, it's going to be a lot smaller. Let's just try and see if we can cut it down a bit before we glue anything. Okay, let's just do that first. And that'll give us, it might be a little bit easier for me to see what I'm trying to do here. Hope this is in the shot. I'm trying to improve on that after the other day I've seen it was very bad, the one I was doing. The video I was making. That might be about right, do you think? I'm just going to check this to see if it's straight, because I'm a bit worried about that. Oh, it's not, oh, this bit here is not. Here we go. It's kicking out of it. I don't think I cut this piece off straight. That's the trouble. You're supposed to cut all sides, so not just three of them. It won't work. Okay, so now I'm going to have this on here, and I want this to be a tuck spot though, see? I'll leave that so it's, so I'm going to cut a little indent, thummy thingy in this, do you think? Do you think I can do that? And that'll show you that there's a place to tuck something. And that was another reason we needed to have the colour behind there, so it'd be obvious if that was what was going on. Now I'm going to glue that on there. I'll use this because it's glue stick would probably work easy. I nearly did the wrong thing then. I was just about to put the glue in the wrong place. Okay, I think not much coming out, but that's not such a bad thing sometimes, because I make a terrible mess with bits. Glue everywhere, I should say. Bits. Okay, so it's 9:30 in the morning in Australia, and it is sunny outside. Really nice out there. It's a Thursday. You probably won't see this till Friday. I hope tomorrow's a good day. I'm going up to the showground if it is. I haven't been out for 2 weeks. Really? Oh, that just doesn't seem right. Not because it's not true, but it just doesn't seem that I shouldn't be. The weather's been really bad though. It's been really raining and cold here. It's not nice at all. Now I should have cut these first. No, it'll still fit in there to do that. Well, that's good. Very good. Then I might have to just burnish this down a little bit more around these parts that I've glued it. So we do want it to stay there, don't we? Eh? We do want that to stay on. Rightio. Now, I think this lady needs a tiny little bit of something pretty near where she is. And I'm going to pick out a butterfly for that, I think. What do you reckon? A butterfly would be nice? It would. She needs something there with her. She's all everything green. There's a butterfly could be out in the water. No. Doesn't want to. How about... No. I hope I'm in my own way here, aren't I? Really? In your road, I mean, so you can't see what I'm doing. I've got sleeves on today because I'm cold. And then they start to annoy me, they do. I do love that butterfly. It is so pretty, isn't it? Look at it. And then you put it on there, then it goes, it blends in too much. You can't really see him very good. So you can't do that with him. Let's find another colour. Find another colour. I love these butterflies. I do. They are so pretty, and they're just a nice touch to put to different things if you want to add something. No, I have these tiny little blue ones here. This is a little blue one. I think I might just have to leave that until I've done a bit more to see what I'm going to do with it, because it doesn't seem to be looking right for me for some reason. It doesn't seem to be looking right, so I'll put that back in there. And I wonder what else could go on it. A flower. So there we've got a tuck spot there. Now that's got to flip back this way. That's got to have something on there because that's covered in sticky. And I've got a frog here. I thought about putting him. He's a bit big, isn't he? There's one there, and he's winking. Look, he's cool. There's one there looking another way. Nice frog. Used to collect frogs. Had a whole heap of them. Like, not real ones. And, I don't know, somehow they got accidentally thrown out. There's a whole heap of, oh well, not a whole heap, but I had a real lot of Avon things too. Well, you know, the Avon pots and things that they used to have years ago. Where's your fingers? And cut your fingers off. That wouldn't be very good. Yeah, so I did, and my hubby, I'm blaming him still to this day, and he knows that I am, because I can't get in the ceiling. They were put up there many years ago, and then they just disappeared, and I don't know where they got to. We have a sort of not very big, you know, you just get up in the ceiling if you want to look at the power and things are all on up there or something, I don't know, there's bits, and then the roof's connected to that, of course, and there's not very much for space up there, but we had some things stored up there and they just disappeared. So, well, they didn't disappear, just, you know, but anyway, he's a nice frog, and he can't sit there because he's too big. I might put him somewhere else. That was just good. I had to cut him out. I just needed to. I can't find the right thing to put on this fairy here. I'm not looking very far though, am I? I've only just started, so I can't. I better put this. Let's come on, go. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Well, I'll continue to work to make it how I want it to be. I've got. What to do with them? Oh, here, some washi tapes down in here. This will probably have the right thing on it too. You never know. In this basket, could be something. I'll put a bit of washi tape across the top over here. Something a bit. I don't think the house is right for the fairy. She might not want that. That's right. I just picked out a few that I thought I liked. I might put these roses on there. This one might work nice. That'll look pretty, won't it? With the green, the blue. The blue, the pink. Okay, I like that on there. It'll come off too real easy. So I'm going to have to glue it on in a minute, probably, if I'm happy with that. I've got a lid round there that I've put the washi tapes on that I'm not using. Okay. I'm very good at sticking things down straight. Maybe if I turn it around and get it closer to me, it might work. I'm going to put a bit of glue on it now. I'm sure I'll go with this. I just needed something to put over the top of there where I made that mistake. I think I did. I had to put something there where I made me a mistake. So I'm going to cut this straight up here. Can you see? Well, I bet you can see what I'm doing all right. Look at me. I mean, great difficulty trying to do this. And I got it crooked. Oh dear, maybe that's not meant to go there. Because it's not going to be long enough now. Goodness gracious me, I'm off to a good start today. Well, I'm not going to be worrying about it because I'm sure I'm going to be able to fix it any minute now. Where's that lady I want to put on here? Okay, so what can I put up this part here? Got that there thing, I like that. What do you reckon about that now? That'll look good, won't it? It's already stuck itself on anyway, really, pretty much. It's going to go there. I need to make some of these embellishments, don't I? I need to get some done because I put a couple together at night time sometimes if I'm sitting out there watching telly and I had a dish of stuff next to me and I was doing a bit here and there. And so that looks good. That looks really nice, that does. Really nice. And now I can still sit this here. I've still got a tuck spot there. Under there. I don't think I can get this under here to cut this. I might be able to. I have got it under there to cut it. Now, I've put a piece of tape. I'll show you in a minute. And hopefully, this doesn't go wrong. See here, I've got this piece of tape because I worked out how far that would cut off. Alright, I've actually drew a line as well as that side. But so I could see, if I had to do it like that, so I could see what was going on, to cut the hole the right size. So if you put a piece of tape, I've got a bit of washi there, and then you can just aim it like in line with the tape. If you can't see, if you're pushing that onto something you can't see, you can just line it up to there and you know how far you're cutting over there, okay? If you just want to make one of them ducky things. That's what you do. Now, this can't go, it doesn't matter if this is not in line, because I don't mind that. I think that's good. I like it out of, it's not lined up straight. We don't need to have it lined up straight. Let's see if I've got a mouthful of coffee. My husband's out there cooking eggshells. Don't ask me. He saves all the eggshells and he cooks them for something for the garden. And he's got enough, he browns them up. I don't know what he's going to do with them now, but that's what he's doing. I bought myself a tiny little oven years and years ago when I was doing the polymer clay. And I couldn't use it for polymer clay because I burnt everything. So I gave it to him and he uses it now, and I put mine in the oven and it worked in the house oven and it didn't cause a problem. I don't know why, but it didn't hurt it, but I don't do a lot anymore, so it doesn't really matter. So he uses my little oven to cook the egg shells. you break them all up and then you brown them or something like that. Anyway, it's what he does for his garden. He does all these sort of things. I'm giving this a bit of a stretch so I can see it. Then put it out that way now. I'll go back to the other. I might put that on the top because I think it'll look nice on the top. And then on the bottom underneath here. So when we can open it then. Do you think that'll be right, or should I... let me see. Do I want to do this to it? This is a really good, nice old piece of this vintage lace, this bit. And I have a lot of bits and pieces of lace, so I don't mind using it at all. I don't know if I want it there. How about this bit on the top? You've got to decide, don't you, these things, what you want to do. Yes, I think I can put that bit on the top. How do I? But I'll make sure I do it nicely now. Okay, we'll cut this to the length we need it to be. I did cut it a tiny bit longer because, you know, just to make sure that I get this right. Move a bit of glue off there. Now, oh dear, excuse me, I think I might have to put a bit of ink on that. First. Oh dear, I'm coughing and sorry about this. I'll put some green around. So green. Actually it's called old paper. So that's old paper. Right. Now that's got to go back in there so I can find it. Now we can do this bit. Ah dear, having a glue issue. Just make a nice little bit of glue down there so I can just glue this on. Very nicely. Okay. Right, now I can cut this off. Because I might not have even cut that straight. See, look at that, I didn't. I had a, it was a bit wonky. Oh, crikey, I'm going to have a mouthful of my water. I just drank a cup of coffee. And it won't be news to you people because it makes you thirsty, coffee does. And I only have 2 of them on. Sometimes I might have one of an afternoon, but I only drink instant stuff. I don't have that other that's really dark that keep me awake all day. Well, I have been sitting up through the day to not having my nanny nap because I wasn't sleeping very good for night time, you know, but and then I didn't have a very good night last night, but that's, you can't expect it to go well all the time, can you? You can't expect everything to go all the time well. There we go. Now I think I've put it over too far. I wasn't really wanting to go over there. I would have rather it back here a bit. Can I move that? I can't see why not. Look, because the glue's not right over there. Oh, brilliant, Sonia. Okay, right, now, how about that? How about now? Rightio. That's a bit better. Wait a minute, I'll just pull that up again just for fun's sake and keep going right across this way a bit further. Come over here with me. I'll have to put some more glue under there too in a minute, I'd probably say. That's better. That's where I wanted it to go. So one must pay attention to what you're doing, Sonya. You've got to watch what you're doing. There you go. I've got a tiny little bit of this kicked up here. Oh dear. I like my glue, but I'd love it into a pot that it'd come out of. I don't know, I put them in them little pots and it just doesn't seem to work for me for some reason. It just, these little nozzles, and you have to sit here for ages. Actually, that's not true. This is not this glue. I can't get this glue in here for some reason. I had a terrible time trying to do that. It just wouldn't flow into there with what I was doing. I might have to try it another day when I'm more patient. Sometimes when you're in a hurry or whatever and you're not in the right frame of mind, things don't actually go right for you, do they? So that'll flip up there like that. Then you can write under there, and I can put something in here, and I'd say that'll have to be a little writing note thing or some sort of little note thing. What have I got here? Pieces of paper. Little pieces of paper. There probably was something I could make a little book out of that. So I could put something in there. I could make a little note. Don't know why I set that stuff on there. I tried to move this stuff away so I could get a bit of a go this morning. Them little bits I made. We could just put a letter in there, couldn't we? A letter. That's not straight. I don't think about straight, Sonya. Let's just tear it then. This is out of an old book, so it's a little bit dark in colour. Yeah, I might go out tomorrow. I probably need to go and do something. Get myself out of the house and see if I can find something I don't know I need until I see it. I like that. Something I don't know I need until I see it. Yeah. But the day's looking nice and sunshiny out there. It's tempting. It's tempting, but I'm not doing it because I'm not prepared. I want to do this. I really enjoy coming in here doing my crafting and having you here with me, because you are really, if you're not really now, you will be when you see it, I guess. Anyway, I am making a thingy to write on a piece of paper. Making a piece of paper. And my garbage is full to the top. It really is absolutely stacked full of stuff. It's overflowing. It has to be done. I have to empty that. When I say that, I'll say to my good husband, could you please empty my bin for me? And he will do that. He's so nice. I'm really worried now since I fell down, you know. I really am scared that I might fall somewhere like the bathroom, you know. That really worries me because I didn't have any. I've got a couple of bruises from the other day, but I'd have more than that. You know, they searched me to see if I had any blood leaking. Cut myself, but I fell the other day, but I was lucky I did it, and I hit everything on my body except my head, which was really good, I suppose, in a way. And but I really am scared that I'm going to fall in the bathroom. I have a shower chair, so my poor old legs are pretty sturdy, I reckon, but you never know, do you? You never know. It's not good. Oh, I don't know how long ago the doctor said to me one day, he said, don't fall over, whatever you do. I thought, gee, you know, we wouldn't be doing it on purpose, would we? No way. That's probably because I might break, I guess. I suppose so. And I do not want to get hurt. Anyway, I'll just sit still till I have to get somewhere and do something, I suppose. Now, we'll put on that something. Can't just leave it like that, can we? Okay, label stickers. Postage stickers. I'm here reading up on what's on here. Oh, I know. There's one of these would be nice. And I got all these. I went through these the other day and sorted them out a bit so I could have a bit of an idea where they were for bits to do whatever with. Little tickety things, and these are nice bits. I like that flower, that tree thingy, sort of looking, whatever it is. It could go on there, couldn't it? Bit of interest. Suppose I could put a stamp on there, but really I don't want to look for that. I found the other day I have stamps right in the drawer next to me. Then I have stamps I've seen up here, all my big block ones that I forgot about up there right by. They've been up there for a while now, so I forgot I had them, but it's okay. Best if they stay up there. Then there's a drawer over there I've seen too, and my daughter put all of them in all this little set of drawers. And I went, ugh, too many. I thought just too many stamps for one person. But anyway, that looks pretty cool. Don't mind that at all. It looks nice. Like that. And then that flips over there like so. And of course it'd have to be skew with, wouldn't it? Couldn't help myself but put it on there skew with. We're going to put this over a bit further so it's tighter. We don't want it rocking around all over the place. Rocking all over the world. That was my bird's. He loved to dance to that song. He did. He did up there and did up and down in his cage. You can't see me. I'm did up and down. He did up and down in his cage and he's singing away. He used to love that song, rocking all over the world. Oh dear, that's sad talking about that. That was Birdie's favourite song. Because when the kids were home, I used to play it. Their father was play that and other things, like Bird loved that song. He'd get up there and he's on his perch and he'd be dancing and screeching out. He thought he was singing anyway. He's a beautiful little baby, he was. Husband said to me one day when the cat died, you can have another bird. It's not very nice, nothing happened to me cat either. But I couldn't have another bird with a cat about. The cat would be really upset for a start, and he'd probably think it was his breakfast. Okay, so that needs to close, doesn't it? I need to get the idea of that close, to do some closing things. And this needs to have something in it too, doesn't it? Right. So I like that on there. Maybe that's all I'll put for today. Oh, I've got mushrooms. Got some mushrooms. How about a mushroom? That'll look pretty, won't it? Got a nice mushroom. Okay. Now, I wonder what I was planning this morning when I come in here, because I don't know what it was. I know I had to finish this page here that I was doing. I just don't, look how crooked. Is that crooked? Oh no, it's my eyesight. There's this thing here. It just won't sit right for me. I'll stick it down a bit better. Put glue under it, that'll stick it, Sonya. If you haven't got any glue there, it's not going to stick. Righto, let's try that. Let's try putting a bit of glue on it. There we go. Now push it back over like so. I don't want this part here to stick down, do I? And I'll have to put a thing in the pocket. I need things for pockets. I need to make some embellishments for pockets. Some tickets, tags or something. I do. Better? Yeah, that's better. Now I've got it. I think I've got it now. Geez, I do. Righto. There we are. Now, did I have any idea what I was going to do? No, I don't think so. It all has to come out there eventually sometime. This is quite pretty, this journal, isn't it? I do say so myself. I might have to do something to close this. We'll have to do something to close that. Okay. Now, I want to make a tuck spot over here with me leaves. That's what I'm going to do. Make a tuck spot with me leaves here. Still never found me. You know, I still haven't found me words. I have so many words, and I don't know where they are. Don't think they're in the tin here. No, they're not. Now, what am I going to do? Did I say put that? I'm just looking in these Tim Holtz ones to see if I got any stray bits in there that I forgot to put in there. These be matches in case I want to do some burning of something. Must use my seal one day. This has got some words in it, but not a great deal. I'm going to do one of these things that I did before in that other journal that I made a while back. Leave some leaves for a tuck spot. How's that? Just feel like that today. Just feel like doing something like that. But I don't want it to look like it's an afterthought. Well, you know what I mean. I want to put it here, and it's going to have something really jazzy around it, or with it, on it, or whatever. Don't know what I'm going to do. We'll see when it comes out, I guess. Do like these leaves. I had them for years, different ones, and never ever got to do anything with them until I put them in that little journal that I made. I don't know whether this is it. I think it is. I don't know. I think I put them in here. I suppose you will remember this because this is my baby that I'm keeping for myself. I never sold this one. I didn't want to. I wonder if it's in here. There it is there. That's a brilliant idea. I'll do that in here. Well, see, this has got good ideas in it too for me to go through and look at and see what I can remember, you know, to do something that I did in here. Isn't this beautiful? Oh, I might have to look in there more often so I can find myself an idea. I'm going to make that little envelope and put it on there, I think. Let me see. Because we need to go back at it. Look, there's that much stuff in here. It's just amazing how much different things I put in here. And I haven't... and then your mind, it just goes straight out of your mind, you know. You don't sort of still have it all with you. Gee, this turned out good. Must make another one of these. Just for fun. So this has got little tickets tucked down in there. And a little tea bag that I made. So it'd be small enough to go in there and it's pinned on. It's got that stuff in it. I'm going to make one of these to put on that because I was wondering how I was going to fasten that down. Well, it will fasten down with glue, but you don't have enough of that there. Okay, so that's my baby one I'll keep there. That's a good little journal for ideas, and I haven't looked in there for ages. Just now I did, so now I know what I'm going to do on here. I'm going to put an envelope there, which I'll have to make now. That's okay. We need to make it out of a thin piece of paper. We don't want anything too thick. I'm sorry about that. I'm just rubbing my eye because it is a little bit sore or just irritating me today. Got to go and get some new glasses. Got to get some new glasses. Always something, isn't there? You've got to always be looking at something. As you get older, it just gets too... Ah, dear, I don't know. This is a nice page. But I don't know if I'll have that for a little... I'm looking for something to... No, that's good. I don't want the red on that. How about the stripy one? No, that's not going to work either. So that's going back in there. It goes back in there where I know. I need an envelope. I only want to make a small one. So maybe I could just use a piece of one of these here. Oh no, yes I will. I'll use a piece of this thing here. I will make an envelope. This is something I bought on Etsy. These I did put a link. Somebody asked me for a link to them, so I put a link up there somewhere on one of my videos, but I don't know which one it was. Sorry about that. But if you really want to, these I can go and put a link to them. Now, because this is all white, will I tear it out before I fold it, or will I just fold it and not worry about tearing anything out? I might just cut it. Well, you need it to be a good size. You don't want something that's... You've got to have a reason. I'm just going to cut that straight. Would be a good idea. Okay, very good. Rightio. I do like the wrinkly bit, but it's going to have to go. Sorry about that. The wrinkly bit. Now, long way. You've got to put it up this way for it to come up the right way when you do it. Is that right? Yes, but you're not going to see much of this, so that's okay. That doesn't matter. Am I going to be able to make it look like an envelope? We'll see. Need to fold these in together. So I'll put this over and I'll make a little tuck there. I'm going to fold this in. Now this is not how we do envelopes as a rule, don't think. But I'm doing this because I don't know. I just wanted. I'm practicing. I'm. What do you call it? I'm just going to see if it'll work. Okay, we're seeing what will work best for it. We need to see what will work best for it, and that might be okay. If I hadn't screwed it up too much, it would have been even better. Look what I've done. Oh, you know what? I'll do that whole thing. Make it look old and wrinkly. Either this will work or it won't. Either two, by the way. Put a bit of this on. Can't see it even, can you? Should have got down on the wrinkly spots. Oh, there you go. That's better. This bit didn't wrinkle much. Okay. So now it's wrinkly, purposefully wrinkly, and if I turn that down there like that, so but this is not going to be one that you'll open up because it's going to have to be closed. But I'm making it so I can, so it'll be, well, there'll be a little envelope sitting at the bottom of this, right? Been opened many times, you see. A little cut out of there. If I had my punch board I could do that. And it's up in there, but maybe not everybody's got one of those, so let's just... I have an envelope punch board, but I can't make an envelope that little. I wonder if I can put a little bit of a nick in that, not very big. Try it again this way, Sonya. You see that there? Okay. Now, I'll burnish that a bit better. And that there, and that, and that, and that, and that. Now I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to stick these down. Just a bit of glue. I don't want a lot because I don't want it oozing out. On this side here. Come on, sometime today would be good. That's a bit of lumpy stuff. That's not good. Sorry about this. Ah. Ah dear. I don't have as much trouble with the glue as what I used to. I tell you what, I'll get more done, don't I? I think. Spent a lot of time waving it around before. So Christina sent me the first lot and then Jeremy bought me some, so I've been really lucky that I... So if that... goes together like that, nobody needs to worry about it doing anything else but just closing, do they? Really? I'll try and cut this off a bit straighter here. Now I'm going to close this side. Oh dear, oh dear. Yep. Glue on a little, with a little tiny nozzle would do. I see them ladies that get that art glitter glue, but it's the nozzle thing, I think, that what's the thing that works, isn't it? And I got one. I got one. I'm just not using it because it's not glued on anything. It's not stuck on anything I put here. This one here's a little tiny bit long, this piece. So we're going to cut that off a bit. A bit more, Sonya. Yeah, I know, but I don't want to wreck it. Go a little bit more because it's too long. Okay. That's right there. That's right. Now you need to put something in there. Finish. I'll cut this bit up here first. Make sure you haven't got any of those white bits sticking out. Now where's me inky thing? I need to get some more ink on that inky thing. What did I do with it? I know it wasn't working too amazing for me. Okay. Now it's working. It's better. And it makes a sturdy envelope too, that does, doesn't it? Anyway, the back of it's going to be stuck down, so it doesn't really matter, but having that little bit there open is a good idea because you can just so I need a piece of that paper. This paper. What did I do with that? I cut it out. Remember? You've seen me. Oh, so it's got to be off here. A bit of that. This is to put across the thing to close it, see? Because the one I did before, I have a little closure thing so it shuts down. Okay, I'll cut that about there. I'll cut this a little bit straighter. It doesn't have to be because it's not an issue, I don't think, but add a bit of green. You only just see this green, you might not even be able to see it because it's only very light. And you really got it on the edges here, look. Like, it'll be good. Okay, so that's got to go on here like so. I'm going to cut that bit off because it's too dark on there. Rightio, I'm going to sit that across here. And then that can be opened up like that. Looks like it's come out of the water, doesn't it? Okay, just a tiny bit of glue on either side. One bit there. Pick it up, Sonya. Have to pick it up a little bit on that side too. Okay, so that bit's a bit lumpy. Now, set there and there. So that's going to be its little opening, and don't know whether I want to put that on there or not. As I could. Give it a little bit of bling. So that can pretend like, you know, that can really look like it could be a wax seal even though it's shiny. I could have made one though if I... Oh well, it's imagination, you know. Use your imagination. Cut these bits off. Woo, come back here. Put a tiny drop of glue. Tiny drop, tiny drop. It's not easy to do that, isn't it, this tiny drop thing? Now I should be using that special tool I own. I got it. Pam sent me. She Oh, Pam, I'm sorry I forgot your last name. Oh, dear. Oh, dear, I'm terrible, aren't I? She's in Australia. She's in Australia, Pam, I'm sorry. Oh, dear. I'll think of it before I finish here, I hope so, anyway. She sent me a lot of good things. This lovely lady, very, does beautiful crafting. Beautiful craft work. Okay, so now we can put these down here. You know, nice way for a tuck spot. And put this on here, and that's going to hold them down, you know, because they're only very fine, and you don't want them to take off, do you? So we're going to put some glue on here. Hope you can see what I'm doing. Don't know, the pictures I'm looking at on there looks really bad because it's not very good. Not a very good picture that I've got in there this morning. I'll have to see. Might be the way I'm looking at it. I don't know what to do with that. Here we are. We might put some glue on it too, I think. Make sure it all sticks down. You mightn't have the right amount. You might not have enough on that bottom bit. I'll see that. Okie dokie. Now, we know that one was going to have to be stuck there. Alright, just for safety's sake. So it's not going to get caught in everything. And maybe this one. Just a tiny bit. You don't put too much glue on that because it's going to come through. Okay. Rightio, I like that. What have I got that caught on? The lace is caught on the tooth on that thing. Put that back down in the book a bit. Rightio, now. At least my card's going to lay down flat now. That's good. Now I need something up here that's going to make this look absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous. Some bits and pieces here. I do like these butterflies. And that. I've already used that there, but that doesn't matter because this is gonna, if it's gonna go look nice along the top with this, it'll be put there, won't it? You know, you need a bit of it to coordinate in a bit because I do like it like that. So people say it's a matchy thing, but I think it might be coordinating. That's what I'm saying it's called. That's my words for it. Anyway, it's a coordinating thing. Righto, that's a little bit wide, but I'm going to actually put this over the top of it. So when I cut it, I'm going to need it to be fairly wide. I've got glue all over my scissors now. Nice piece of stuff, this. Nice piece of stuff. That should be enough. Righto. It'll work. I know the last time I did, I put it onto a piece of paper or something, didn't I? This one here. I fixed it onto the paper first. And that's probably a good idea because that way you've got it so it's nicely done. You know, you're not going to stick it down then pull it up and stick it down. That would be me doing that. So let's just put a piece of paper of some sort behind it. Okay, I'll just cut a bit off this. Oh, that's too shiny. We don't need a shiny piece. We need something. It's not shiny. And that's too thick. Oh dear. Here we go. We've got something. Got something here. This is just a piece of copy paper. Bit of not nice colour bit, but anyway, So I cut this off here, measure it on there, like really not that amazingly measured, but it's okay. Cut this up here. and then make another one of these little tuck things. I might be glue on my table there now, that's not good. If I could only find me wipes. I think they're on the other side of the table. Okay, let's put this down here and scooch it. The best way to do this is to put half, alright? Start at one end, then go to the other end, alright? Oops. You go to the other end, this way you won't run out, alright? And then you get this part here, you see what I'm doing? And then you get this middle bit, wait a minute, there's the middle, alright? So you get the middle and you put it in the middle of the paper. Okay, like so. And then you've got to fit all this in here, like that, and I'll leave it on the other side and you'll have it right. That made sense, didn't it? I hope so. I'll show you a bit better in a second. Stick it there, and stick it halfway, and then put your glue in and push this up until it all goes in there like so, because you're going to need it to do that. And put glue underneath this one. And then you just, this is ruching, actually, I think this is called ruching. And you ruche it in here, it will all be supposed to be level if you can get it to go level, Sonya. I'm going to have to cut it because I think it's way too wide. And there's me ruching. Because if you're doing something like this, right, and you start to gather at one end, you could get to the other end and have nothing left. But if you do what I just showed you, then you will have something left to, well, it'll all cover it, you know. There'll be enough for coverage. Now I'm going to have to might put this on here first before or do I want the beads on it like I did the other one? Because this is going to make it very, it's gonna, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that. I do like the apricot bit. I do like the pearly pieces. Look at the pearly bits. They're here, handy for me, aren't they, these pearls? Right, I'm going to cut a bit off this because it's too wide. I'll turn it over this way and just trim that like so.